Deputy Gilmore without interruption.
Corla, I think it is becoming increasingly clear now that the so-called package which was announced with great fanfare yesterday by the government is only a very small part of the picture of what the government has in store for the people of this country over the coming months. It would appear to me that the announcement which was made yesterday was packaged for public relations purposes. A number of high-profile items, ministerial pay, reduction in public relations budgets, and I think the 10th occasion that government has announced that it was going to cut the cost of tribunals. And yesterday when I asked the Taoiseach about how much the 3% cut in payroll would come to, he told me it would come to 250 million between now and the end of 2009. Now that leaves £1.25 billion to be made up of the cuts that the government are planning. And the announcements which were made yesterday, the detail of them, are a long way from that £1.25 billion. And already we're beginning to see a drip effect beginning to take place. The fair deal package for people in nursing homes, Deputy Kenny has referred to, has now been put on hold, so people in nursing homes and their families are being asked to bear the burden of the state of the public finances. We're told that there are to be more cuts announced next week by the HSE. There's been a cut of 45 million in real terms in overseas development aid, and there's speculation today about 5,000 jobs to go in the public service. So instead of us having this kind of drip feed of sneaky cuts, stealth taxes being emerging during the summer months, I want to ask the Taoiseach again today if he will tell the House the full picture of what the government intends before the Dáil goes into recess. And secondly, can I ask him again, because he didn't answer it yesterday, what is in this package to address the needs of the people who are suffering most from the downturn in the economy? And these are the people who are losing their jobs. 54,000 people have lost their jobs in the last year. Since May the 2nd, when you became Taoiseach, over 25,000 people have lost their jobs. That's nearly 600 for every working day that you've been Taoiseach. Now, what I think that those people are entitled to know what the government is going to do to get them back to work and to secure their future, and indeed to secure the future of the many other people who are worried that they're going to lose their jobs in the months ahead. I'm just trying to get clarity on what exactly the government has decided. Now, I do understand what the Taoiseach has said, that it's 440 million between now and the end of 2008. It's 1 billion for 2009. That's 1.44 billion. Out of that comes 250 million for the payroll reduction. So that leaves 1.2 billion, the details of which we haven't got. That's problem number one. We've got some of them, with bits and pieces, the ministerial pay, the tribunals, the various bits and pieces, and we're getting stuff beginning to leak out about the fair deal and all of that. But we haven't got the detail of where the 1.2 billion cuts are going to bite between now and the end of 2009. That's problem one, and we need an answer for that. Secondly, the Taoiseach has now said that this is going to be revisited a second time in 2009. So what is now clear this morning is that the 1.4 billion is the opening shot, and that there's round two to come, and that round two will be done in 2009, or maybe in the context of the estimates and the budget. So Taoiseach, I think you need to clear this. We need to get two things clear here. We need to get, first of all, where are you going to get the 1.2 billion, which is outside of payroll, in cuts between now and the end of 2009? because that can only come from cutting jobs, cutting services, or increasing taxes or charges or whatever. And we need some clarity on that. And secondly, I think you need now also to tell us exactly what's in your mind with round two. Are we talking about a situation that the 1.4 billion that was announced yesterday is simply the opening shot of a 2 or 3 phase round of cuts in services and in expenditure that the government has in mind over the course of the next 15 months?